Hello everyone, my name is Billy Junior Budiono. I'm a student of English department at Maranatha Christian University. I would like to know how you feel when you hear the word bully. Most people will feel uncomfortable because of the image of pain from physical bullying or feel irritated from the verbal bullying and cyberbullying that some of us may experience. The definition of bullying originated from Dan Alves in 1973. He described the act of bullying as a negative behavior that results in a person being uncomfortable or injured, and usually occurs repeatedly and by an imbalance of power between the perpetrator and the victim. Now, this will get deeper since I, myself, was a victim of bullying for 10 years. My life is changing from being a confident person to be a person filled with fear. I never thought I could survive those days, as verbal and physical bullying dominated everything in my life during elementary school. They bullied me because of my obesity, but my parents forbid me to fight back. Therefore, they treated me like a punching bag while threatening me if I reported to my parents or teacher. They will attack me more viciously. I was full of bruises and scars when I arrived home. My parents asked, "What happened to your body?" I would lie to them by saying I get these bruises and scars because I fall from the stairs in the school. Until my father had enough of this condition and decided to persuade me to tell the truth. Or he will ignore me when I get new bruises and scars on my body. Once I told them the truth, they were very upset and decided to report this issue to the teacher. All of the people who bullied me received heavy punishment. But the bullying did not stop, as they keep hurting me even worse than before. They started to spit on my face and stole my school equipment. They did not stop bullying me despite all the punishment they received until I graduated from elementary school. After all the bullying experience in elementary school, I became a person who is controlled by fear and have trust issues toward other people as a student. Not long after that, I got bullied again in junior high school. During this time, I still get physically bullied just like when I was in elementary school. I often cannot sleep well due to the pain in all over my body. I really want to move to another school, but I cannot do it because we have financial problem. As a result, I start to see myself as a worthless and weak person because my whole life is nothing more than just me being an object of bullying. I never had any good friends because of the trust issues that made me become a person who always sat alone in the corner. Furthermore, I'm incapable of speaking to girls due to the trauma of the bullying during the elementary and junior high school. Bullying still happened even when I became a student at a vocational high school. Although this time, the bullying is not as bad as my previous bullying experience. They bullied me verbally because they thought of me as a weird person who always sat alone in the corner and never talked to other people during break time. However, for me, Everything changed when one day I get to talk to the headmaster when he passed the corridor. He spoke to me and asked why I always sat alone in this corridor. I explained that I did not want to get bullied again. I had enough of this pain from bullying during elementary and junior high school. He nodded and joined me to sit in the corner. He said that, "Do you think no one will accept you?" I nodded. And he looked at me and explained that the pains have controlled me for a long time. I see myself as a person who could never understand how to live with happiness. I argue that it is easy for someone to talk about healing the pain because they never feel the same pain. He stood up and said that pain is part of our life, so we can understand why we need to heal, rather than using it as a cage to hold our potential. I kept thinking about his word, about healing this pain. I realized I was trapped for so long in my perspective by thinking everyone is a devil who will always bully me. So I decided to slowly speak up during the Q&A session in the subject of world history. As a result, most of my classmates were shocked to see me talking for the first time. They support my opinion by clapping their hands. The teacher gave me a point for explaining the history of English becoming a worldwide language. Since that day, I could understand that I need to break this chains of fears to express myself. One day, I had an opportunity from the headmaster to represent the school at an English debate competition. I was so excited about it because this is the way to show that I am not worthless. I am worthy because I have the potential to overcome this fear and pain. So I spoke with convincing argument during the competition and received the second place on the podium. Afterwards, for the first time after a long while, I finally feel at peace in school after being in the victim of bullying for 10 years. After I finished vocational high school, my self-image got better. I could talk normally to people in the university and able to express myself in many ways, such as writing a poem and participating in a lot of competition, including this one. Moreover, I recently decided to start a new hobby, which is dancing. My journey to recovery began when I decided not to repeat the cycle of bullying that I experienced and start to explore the new things that makes me happy. Therefore, I encourage people who were the victim of bullying to try to find your way to recover your self-image by releasing yourself from the sense of fears that hold you and start to trust other people again. As in the end, no man is an island. I know for a fact, bullying makes you feel worthless and weak. However, it does not mean you cannot find happiness for the rest of your life. Do not let your scar infect your soul for a long time. It is time to make yourself feel worthy by expressing your potential and showing that being bullied can make you different in a good way. as you know how painful it is, you can decide to end the cycle of bullying by having more empathy toward others, choosing not to be a bully yourself, and start to take control of your life instead of keep seeing yourself as the victim. Thank you.